Hi, welcome to Tim's How-To Videos playlist series. Here Tim will show you some of his tips and tricks he has come across. If you think he deserves it, please hit the subscribe button and like his video.
All right, today I've got 3 apples here. I'm going to show you 3 different ways that you can cut them. Apple number 1 with just a knife. All right, for this first way, we're just going to use a knife. And this is the way that my mom always cut apples, and this is the way that I think is the easiest way to cut apples for me personally. So what I do is I cut straight through the apple, put it in half, cut it into quarters. So now I have 4 slices of apple, and then I take each slice of apple and with the knife, I cut out the core.
They tell you, never cut toward yourself. If you don't feel comfortable doing it this way, then don't. Wait for the next 2 apples.
And then using the knife, I just peel off all the skin, just like this. Usually I can get it mostly in one stroke, and then you finally get that last little piece off, and you've got a nice cut apple. Now what I like to do is I like to slice it into little slices like this, because one, it takes a little bit longer to eat. So when you got little kids, they like to eat the little slices. I like to eat the little slices. So I just do that with each apple quarter. Just cut out the core, and then cut the backs, slice off the skin. It's really quick. And then I can cut it up into little slices and put it in a bowl. Just like that. So not too hard. Like I said, this is the way my mom always did it. This is the way I've been taught to do it. I think it's quick and easy. If you don't like the skin, if you like the skin, then you can always just leave it on there and just take the cores out. But that's not the way I do apples, so I'm just showing you the way that we do it. And here's the last quarter. Like I said, it's pretty quick and easy. And there you have it. And then, throw your scraps in the compost, and you're all done. And there you got a bowl full of apple slices. This is apple number 2. I'm going to peel it and cut it with the knife. All right, now with apple number 2, we're going to use a peeler to take the skin off of the apple first. Now this is the way that my kids like to do it. It's easy for them to peel an apple, easier for them to peel an apple with the peeler than it is with a knife. So for this one, we're going to put the slices into the turtle bowl. So just showing you how to slice the apple, to peel the apple with the potato peeler. Like I said, this is kind of the way that my kids tend to like to do it, because for them it's, a knife cutting the back off of an apple is kind of hard, and so they like to use the potato peeler to get all the skin off first for them. And honestly, I think it's a good way. It takes a little bit longer though, in my opinion. It's just a little bit harder. You gets the skin off pretty, you get just the skin off. So, and you don't have to get it, you don't quite get it all, but you can get pretty close in there. And so once you got the apple peeled, now you can take your knife and you can cut it. But the thing is you still got the cores in there. So you gotta cut your core, and cut your core, cut all those off. But then again, and you know, they'll probably just eat the whole chunks, these big chunks. But anytime I make it, I always slice them up, and so they're probably not going to do it this way. You know, since I slice them up, I think that's why I like using just the knife, so that it's, you know, you're just using one tool instead of multiple tools. But this is a pretty good way of doing it. And once again, compost your scraps, and you're done with apple number 2. And apple number 3 with the KitchenAid apple slicer. All right, and this is the last apple, apple number 3. We're gonna just use the apple core, another tool my kids love to use. This one is pretty straightforward, you know, and you can combine these tools in any way, but this one my kids really like to use. So KitchenAid apple slicer, you just get it on there, push straight down through the apple. There you have it. Cord the apple, and you got nice slices. Now, if you don't like the skin, it does leave the skin on there. You could always use the apple peeler before you use the apple slicer. That's, I think, one of the things my kids like to do instead of using the knife. But there you have it. There's 3 different ways to slice an apple. Hope you enjoyed my video and that you now know a few different ways to slice up an apple. Thanks for watching. Hey girls, I got some apple slices for you.
So if you enjoyed that video, learned something new and think that Tim deserves it, please hit like and subscribe, and he will see you at the next video.